You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. Once again, we are here today. Today, we have another show line for y'all. Today, we're talking to two guests. We have Kristy Etheredge and Franchione. They are the stars of the new A&E series, The Mother Flip, premiering August 16th on A&E's HomeMade Nation. First and foremost, I want to say welcome to the show. How y'all doing this morning?
We're doing amazing.
Yeah, we're doing really amazing. The kids, this is our first day of school in Wimberley, so they are off to school, so the mamas are ready to party.
So let's talk about setting the stage. When you think about the story, how you two met and how y'all went from being neighbors and friends to flipping homes together on national TV, what has that been like for y'all?
It's just been incredible. It's actually been quite a long journey. I think next week marks 3 years since I reached out to Joe Weinstock. I've known him since 2018 and just kind of gave him an update. My son and his best friend had done a Microsoft commercial in 2018 and got connected with Joe. And I said, hey, by the way, my best friend and I are flipping houses in the Hill Country. And he said, that could be a show. And now 3 years later, our show's premiering in 2 days.
Now, when you think about flip jitters, if that even exists, what is your honest first thought when you're walking into the house for the first time?
Well, I don't get flip jitters. I get excited. I don't know if they're jitters. I don't think I've ever gotten jitters a day in my life. But I know there's always like red flags. You know, mold is a huge red flag for Kristy and I.
Oh, I get the EBGBs, that's for sure. I mean, these houses are completely dilapidated. They're old, they're crusty, they're smelly. And so, yeah, I get the EBGBs. I'm like, do we really need to even look at this one?
I'm always very optimistic and think we can transform everything. And, you know, I'm the one with all these brilliant ideas with design, and Kristy's always reeling me back in. So when we go in a house, you know, Roy looks at the bones, and then I go, and my brain is just kind of all these ideas are popping out. And then Kristy always brings her little budget notebook and is like shooting all my ideas down almost instantaneously.
Well, you know, I just remind her of all the cost. And, you know, again, you do have to be aware of that. Like, you got to go in a house, you just got to be aware, okay, we can transform this, but are we going to be able to make money in the long run?
For sure.
You both have a fearless approach to flipping. Y'all complement each other with, you know, your strengths, and you look out for each other. What is the biggest gamble do you believe you have taken so far on property, and how did it turn out?
You know, I think for us, we've done just all of our houses have been completely different. You think, Critter?
Yeah, the third episode.
Yeah, the third episode took place in San Marcos, and the house there were squatters there. It just was
The foundation needed to be redone. The HVAC, we had to rip out all the electrical. I mean, just one thing after another that we couldn't initially see at the beginning until we started opening up the walls. And get this, when we opened up the walls, all this trash fell out from behind the drywall because there were animals, wild animals, you know, raccoons, they go up there, and they had been just going in there for years, and they bring in items, and so all those items were falling out of the walls.
Including a bunch of driver's license, which I thought was a little odd. There was an array of driver's license.
Oh, wow. No, that's a first. Once again,
yes, it was the first.
We're talking to our guests today, two guests, Kristy and Rebecca, and all about The Mother Flip. You can catch it on August 16th on A&E's HomeMade Nation. My next question is, Kristy, when you think about your friendship, man, it's also business at the end of the day. Do you ever feel the pressure, or do you guys work out that process on its own?
Oh, man, of course we feel the pressure. I mean, you know, here's the deal about us. We are a really good balance. And so it certainly gets heated between us because, look, I take my job seriously. My job is to protect our bottom line, okay? And so, yes, it does get heated. But at the end of the day, when it gets heated, oftentimes we're just like back in 5 minutes, right? And we don't even know what our argument was about. So it gets heated just because I really want us to make money. I mean, we're moms, we're saving up for our kids' all college education, you know, everything like regular people. And so my job is to make sure that we do.
And for you, Rebecca, you mentioned earlier, you both are raising kids. You're about to have a little party for a little break one time. Hopefully it's today or when you're watching it on TV. How do you keep that business life, but also maintain that family style and making sure that you have quality time with the kids?
Well, I have 3 kids. Kristy has 2. Mm-hmm. And so one thing that became my very best friend in the fall was the crock pot. And so it was very important to my kids that I made dinner. My daughter actually was off to college. My son came home from playing college baseball, went to college locally. And then I have my youngest Gunner, who's pretty wild. And so, it was at the beginning, it was hot. We worked, 8, 10, 12 hours. We had long drives every day. But my boys wanted dinner every single night. And so to me, that was important to have a family dinner, no matter how tired I was. Some nights I come in, it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. I'd been filming all day. It was hot. And we're working. We're not just talking heads. Yeah. And the boys were like, we want chicken fajitas. And I felt like I couldn't even stand up, but I somehow whipped up chicken fajitas. And so I learned after a few weeks, okay, crock pot, and on Sundays, I'm going to prep for the week. But it was just such a great experience, and my daughter being away at college, that was kind of hard for me. It's my only girl. And so we stayed in touch with FaceTime, and, I sent her little letters in the mail. It was just an incredible experience.
Once again, Kristy and Rebecca are the stars of the new A&E series, The Mother Flip, premiering August 16th on A&E's HomeMade Nation. Last question real quick for you, Kristy, is without giving too much away, what is something that you hope viewers will really gain from this whole process of seeing you both at work with flipping houses and living your dream?
Well, I hope viewers will gain how resourceful that you can be. I mean, traditionally, a lot of people go to big box stores, and we have so many ways for viewers to save money. Buy new stuff, but save money. And who doesn't need to save money these days? Everything's more expensive. And I know that they will find solutions in order to save money and budget and be able to do their own renovations at the home or be able to even flip houses.
Once again, you can catch this on August 16th on A&E's HomeMade Nation, The Mother Flip. Talking to Kristy and Rebecca. I want to say to you both, thank you for your time.
Thank you.